Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. My people, this is heated argument, live heated argument between Gospel News, of course, the then Critics News, and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. You know, it has been rumored that Critics News is now a saboteur. Hey, many people are misunderstanding him, yet he has his opinion, of course. Everybody has his opinion to protect. So let us hear two of them on a heated argument, live heated argument. I know this is interesting. Drop your comment afterward.
No. Critic News is a distraction. We don't need him. You didn't come here to distract us.
Hello.
Critic News,
I have a question. There is nothing you can. Hello.
Mute yourself.
Go ahead, Critic News. Unmute yourself. Okay. Good afternoon, house. Good afternoon, everybody. Please, I have questions. Hello, can you people hear me?
Go ahead. You have 60 seconds, please. Fine.
Okay, which is 1 minute. All right. My question is, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Government in Exile, have said that Biafra is coming in 2023, which is this year. We have few months to go. And I want to ask if it is still coming. And he said that he is going to stop the Imo State election. Of course, I support the delegitimization of Nigeria. If anybody can stop Nigeria, I'll be happy. But what has been causing problems is when there are lies. And I ask questions, then people go to the that is where I have problems. That's time I make a video. As time on go
The Critic News have muted you. Asking the question, you are already accusing somebody of lying.
That's why I say it's a distraction. I said it's a distraction.
No, wait. Can you just unmute him? Allow him to talk.
All right, I'm muting him now. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now? You see me?
Go ahead and ask your question. I thought it's relative. Ask your question.
I've asked questions already. I said that Biafra is coming in 2023, and the second is going to stop the Imo State election. Yes, like I
said, nobody is hearing what you are. Nobody is hearing what you are. But let me address you.
All right.
First of all, are you a Biafran? Unmute yourself, please. Are you a Biafran?
Unmute yourself, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you asking your question. Are you a Biafran?
Of course I am. Sure.
So what are you contributing in the Biafra liberation?
All right, that's a good question. I have made several contributions which I'm not going to make public here, okay? Anyways, which you all have seen that I'm also a broadcaster.
You are not a broadcaster for Biafra.
Okay, wait, Mr. Simon. Let me
answer my question. Can I answer my question?
What have you contributed to the Biafra? And secondly, I still demand an apology for what you
I don't know whether you are doing this on purpose. When you want to talk, nobody's hearing you. So can you answer my question?
He's living in a public place. That's why.
I have a problem here. Let me change to another phone, okay? Let me change to another phone. I'm coming in right back.
No. Just wait here. We can have 5 minutes on this now. I want to really address him.
My battery is running out. In case my battery runs out, please you handle him judiciously. I still have like 10% of my battery. So let's wait for him.
All right. Wait for that Nikompu. Agujegbe, please submit yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi Success. Thank you for giving this privilege to ask our Prime Minister a question. Please, Prime Minister, may your days be long and every other protocol observed. My question goes like this, please. We can see they say when we are lacking information, we are deformed, and in order not to allow us to be deformed, is there any plan that we're supposed to use to inform our people, more especially those that are in secondary school? When it comes to villages in local area, many of them are lacking information. So is there any form to create something like a student command that supposedly should be educating them, telling them how we are projecting, how we are trajecting, and to make a Biafran freedom a formidable and a non-stoppable one? Thank you. That's my question, please.
Thank you very much. All those things will follow as soon as we finish in constituting the Biafra de facto government and they go into full functional, full functionality. So whatever that is going to come will come after we have finished setting up the de facto government of Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you. Thank you, my PM. Thank you.
So has he come back?
All right, that's it. I have not seen him. He's not back yet.
Let me address his question because I know he may not come back again. The thing is that we have a process we are following. These are people who never contributed anything to the Biafra liberation. He is making a living from the Biafra liberation. He's making a living from the content we are creating. He's making a living from my broadcast. And like I have already said before in some of our meetings, we may start taking down his pages, starting from any time soon. Because he can't be using my image, my video, and talking against Biafra. Everything he does is against Biafra. Whenever somebody approached him, he never fronted any negative, any positive thing about the liberation of Biafra. He is here asking question whether Biafra is coming in 2023 as if he has actually contributed anything. We are the one feeding him by creating the content he is using to make money on social media. And he never contributed anything. He never supported whatever we are doing positively. And that is one. That is part of one aside. Biafra liberation and Biafra agitation has been there since 1967 until Wazirike started it again since 1999. And when this Nikompoop will come to social media and say Ekpa is going to bring Biafra in 2023, something that some of them has fought for 20-something months. There is a process that you need to undergo, and that is the process we are undergoing now. First, we have created Biafra. First of all, we have what we call autopilot. Since 2021 to 2022, from 2022, let everybody know this, that let it be on record, that I came on board fully from 2022. It was in 2022, February, that we expelled the DOS. 28 February 2022, we expelled DOS by voting. So from February 2022, I came on board fully. From February 2022 till this time now, which is November 2023, we have moved from autopilot to Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Remember that then, there is no gun, there is no ammunition, there is no weapon on the ESN. ESN had nothing. And some of them see what was going on, hit and run and collect. That was what was happening before we stepped into the game. So from 2022, February, to this point, we've been able to, modify everything to become a more organized structure. We moved from autopilot agitation to the Biafra government in exile. We have moved from the Biafra government in exile to now forming a de facto government. During this process, We've acquired sophisticated weapons, created the Biafra Liberation Army. They say we were just 17 people. Now we told them we are over 100,000 people, and they are not denying it. They have not debunked it because they have seen the numbers in one state alone. In addition to that, we've acquired sophisticated weapons, including anti-aircraft machine gun. We have showcased GPMG in surplus. We have showcased RPG in surplus. We're not even talking about AK-47, FM magazine, and all that. We've not talked about other machine guns that were purchased for the Biafra Liberation Army to make sure that the Nigerian army state terrorists do not come to our land and burn and kill and go free like they normally do. We've been able to also unveil the Biafra resistance fighters. We've been able to equip them, feed them up to this point. So it is a process that this nincompoop and uneducated idiot in social media don't understand. I don't know the level of his education. I don't know whether he went to secondary school at all. He found himself in Italy and began to make broadcasts. He's not educated. So he can't reason like me. I am a well-educated person. I hold a master's degree in law and also still pending a doctorate degree. So you cannot reason like me. And I cannot be here arguing with somebody who is not educated, who just found himself somewhere in Italy where, and then you buy a gadget and start making broadcasts and you think you can reason like me? No. I spent many years researching, educating myself to the level of this mental toughness you see today. So I don't expect you to reason like me. You are a low-class person who is very, very uneducated. That is number one. So now, having the structure of how to liberate Biafra is not something that is going to say it is going to happen yesterday. I remember some of you are making broadcasts saying, I said 160 days or 150 days Biafra will come. Yes. The process of that 150 days Biafra will come have achieved its aim. What the idea of 150 days is to throw Nigeria off balance during the election. We achieved it. We threw Nigeria off balance because of our countdown. They started calling Finland. They started inviting the ambassador of Finland. It started creating the highest global awareness on Biafra. We achieved it. If it is not because of the countdown I'm counting and the thing that I'm going to throw bomb in Aso Rock, nobody will even listen. They did not take me serious in the first place. Today, are they going to say they don't take me serious again? No. It created the wave, the shock wave that almost shook the foundation of Nigeria from February 2023, leading to what shambolic thing they say. They even forged the letter that the Prime Minister of Finland have ordered for the arrest of Simon Ekpa. It's because of the countdown, 150 days countdown. Everything is a process. This war we are fighting is war of brain. The same people are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many times have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that Biafra is coming? Did it come? It is a game that you must understand. How many times have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that the Biafra is coming this day and this year and all that? Did the Biafra come? Are we not still fighting for Biafra? Everything is not about what you said. It is a process and the tactics that you must understand how freedom is being fought. Use what we call propaganda, a positive and realistic propaganda against your enemy. And that's what we have done. So now, the 150 day has passed. The idea of 150 days is not that to declare Biafra. Your Biafra that Wazirike did not declare since 1999. I'm going to declare it between 2022 and 2023. The Biafra that it could not get from 1967, is this Simon Ekpa that is going to declare it between 2022 and 2023? All of you are just very idiotic. What we need to do is to, first of all, lay a very strong foundation that will put Nigeria into off balance and then declare Biafra. And let me tell you the process of the declaration of Biafra so that you will follow it one step at a time. Now, we have formed the Biafra Republic of in Exile. We have built cabinet. We have constituted even we've been able to conduct a self-referendum convention in Finland. And some of you illiterate like this critics news, you don't even know the difference between self-referendum convention and the referendum. Some of you were in your own program, you were reporting that they are conducting referendum in Finland. We never conducted a referendum in Finland. What we did is a convention to put a structure, process, step by step how Biafra will come. That's what we did in Finland. So in Finland, we adopted what we call the Helsinki Declaration. It's a charter which has formed the constitution of Biafra. You cannot be fighting for freedom without constitution. You cannot be fighting for freedom without without a base. Now, so all these things we were doing before, it is Helsinki that actually gave the Biafra the base that is needed. Now the structure has been built in Finland, which is this charter of the Confederated State of Biafra. From Finland, now we have come to know officially that Biafra is going to be a confederation. Now, from that confederation, if you went to school, you would know the meaning of confederation. Confederation itself means that everybody is on its own. Now we have adopted and voted Finland. Or dictating a charter. What happened in Finland is that every delegation from all over the world, being represented by countries they live in, came to Finland, gathered in Finland to vote to adopt the Charter of Biafra in Finland. So everybody, every country in the whole world is represented, even from Australia. Now they came to Finland, we unveiled the Biafra Charter, and it was put into vote. And every delegation from all over the world representing different countries where Biafra in exile are located or where Biafrans in diaspora are located voted to accept and adopt the Biafra Charter, Confederation Charter of Biafra. Now it has come into, it becomes a law of the Biafra people. Now from that charter, after adopting that charter gave us the right and the power to begin to unveil every other things that follows, that make us a formidable government. We have been able to form and unveil the Biafra Liberation Army officially in Finland from the power that has been vested on us through the Charter of Biafra. We have been able to also unveil the Biafra Resistance Fighters, which is the armed forces of the Biafra government. We have been able to also unveil the Biafra Navy, the Biafra Air Force. Even though we don't have aircraft yet, we have Biafra Air Force Department. Now, it is the charter that empowered us to do that, and that charter have been activated in Finland. So, after having activated this charter, we have also activated the Biafra de facto government in Biafra land from the charter. It's a process. Now, we have not even finished setting up the de facto government, and this idiot is here asking me whether Biafra is coming to 2023. That 2023 is going, because he's looking for something to go and start talking rubbish when he don't even know. Even when you go to his topic, or his topic is pushing on social media, you find out the smelling illiteracy in him. He cannot even construct a topic. When he says a topic, he says Simon Ekpa, which is Opus is fleeing just to look for people to, to comment, and he think that we are not seeing all those. I have seen all those things. Now, we are trying to set up a de facto government cabinet in Biafra land. We must do it in a way that is going to be very, very formidable, that we do not lose any guide. This requires work, it requires time, it requires zeal, and it requires above all knowledge and intelligence of many people. Now we are working on that, and today this space is to come and lay a background on what we want this Biafra de facto government to be, how we are going to make sure that we build the platform, the groups on a very solid rock. That is the reason why I have come to announce that the people that in the group today in each two states of the Biafra de facto government must be executive. After that we have completed having the executive in those group, then we know that everybody in that group is deep-rooted from autopilot down to the de facto government, because we must have people who support and have the same idea like us. We must have people who have the same ideology with me in the government. We must have people who agree with what I'm doing in the de facto government. We must have people who respect and obey me in the de facto government. We must have people who are loyal to me and to the Biafra Republic government in exile, in the de facto government. Anybody that is not loyal to what I'm saying must not be there. So it takes time to fish, it takes and know those who are going to be loyal to me and to the Biafra Republic government in exile. So after this whole process, before we begin to force and activate a full delegitimization of the Nigerian government within Biafra land. This thing takes time. It is not something that somebody like you who didn't go to school understand how it works. You have never participated in the country where you live in politics. You don't know what is international law. You don't know nothing about international politics. I am the one. Please mute him. I am the one who take responsibility of creating Biafra Liberation Army. Can you do it? You don't know anything to do. You don't know how to do it. And you don't know that it's actually possible. I am the one who is taking responsibility of creating the Biafra resistance fighters. I am the one who is taking responsibility of bringing arms to arm our people for self-defense. You don't have anything, you don't know anything how to do it. You cannot do it because you are not educated. I am the one who put my life on the line to make sure to make everybody to understand that you can actually buy arms, sophisticated weapon, and to defend your land. I am the one who have come publicly to tell you that when Nigeria army terrorists are killing, you can actually take your gun and kill them back in self-defense and post it on social media. You cannot do that. I take responsibility of defending Biafra people. So it is something that takes time. And we cannot tell you that Biafra is coming in 2023 when this foundation has not been built and put very strongly that Nigeria cannot break it. We are fighting a nation of over $20 billion. We are fighting a very corrupt nation that can buy anybody all over the world. We are fighting a very corrupt nation that are very rich and at the same time very poor. We are fighting a nation that is being backed by the United States. We are fighting a nation that is being backed by Europe. We are fighting a nation that have interest, that many nations of the world have business interests in this nation called Nigeria, in this country, because it's not a nation. Now, for you to be able to fight successfully and win, you need extraordinary intelligence from God, which God has given to me. So you, that is called Critics News, should from today desist from using my picture and images for your selfish, gainful propaganda. I will start the process of closing every of your page down. And I'm very, very happy that I have come to this space to ask questions. So now, after having constituted the Biafra de facto government, and we make sure that the government is now very strong and very, very strongly built in a very strong foundation, we will continue the delegitimization of Nigeria, which is making sure we start taking military barracks one after the other. After that, when we have finished taking the military barracks, including attempting to take state government or government houses, which is going to happen, we will now go into what we call the preparation for self-referendum. It is something that takes time. Self-referendum will be conducted in Biafra land when we have weakened the security apparatus of Nigeria within Biafra land. We will start the process of self-referendum. And this self-referendum will be facilitated by the de facto government that we are putting in place now. So it is from the district head to the county head to the state administrator that we're going to use to conduct a self-referendum. And like I have announced, we are going to provide a gadget for the collection of data of Biafra people within the Biafra land. It is going to be possible using this particular de facto government in the homeland. So the de facto government in the homeland, from the district head to the county head to the state administrator to every other state executive, will activate the process of collecting the data of every Biafra. We are going to go house to house, door to door at the end of the day. It's going to take time for us to collect the entire data of Biafra people. And when we are collecting this data, it is going directly to the database of Biafra in America as being verified by Jumio. Jumio verification comes with the ID card. But this data collection comes differently through a website that will be public in a matter of days. So this is a thing that takes time. And with this data collection, after we have collected the data of those who agree they want to be Biafra, because it's not everybody in Biafra land that want to be part of Biafra. And that's why we have referendum. So when we have collected this data, we can now go into the organizing and preparing and planning for the self-referendum using the data we have collected. We're going to collect data from the homeland. We're going to collect data from everybody in diaspora. We will start the process of the self-referendum. The people in diaspora will be given opportunity. I believe that Biafra will be the only country that will give the opportunity to the citizens in diaspora to participate in referendum because we are going digital. So we are going to be the first nation in the history of this planet that will conduct a self-referendum, and people in diaspora is going to have the opportunity to vote. This requires money. Do you know how much it costs to build a database? You don't know, because you are not educated. And when I say you are not educated, I'm not trying to insult you, because you are not. Now, for you to even have the idea what I'm giving you now requires a high-level understanding of international politics. It requires a high-level research. You cannot research. You don't know what is research. You don't know what is international law. You don't know what is anything have to do with law of a state. You do not know. So for you to even understand what I'm saying, you have to, first of all, go back to school for at least to spend another 7-8 years and do research to understand how international politics work and how international law work. You can never do that at your age. So you listen when I'm talking, you listen. You don't need to start asking me questions because you don't even have any question to ask me. Your questions are not reasonable. You should be asking me, what are we doing to make sure that the Biafra liberation come to fruition? Not to tell me, is it coming in 2023, where you have not contributed anything other than creating chaos in your nonsense media propaganda. You can't even properly address your topic in your media. Go to your page today. You are going to be seeing nonsense thing that Biafra army flee, 2,000 people killed, 2,500 killed. Just because you have a space, just because you have opportunity to use social media and you have computer. Ordinarily, you are not supposed to be talking when people who are in the media are talking, because you are a complete buffoon. I don't know. In fact, you are a complete idiot. Now, I am still trying to tell you what we are doing to get Biafra, so that you go and start talking rubbish about Biafra is coming to town. It takes a lot of time. After we have done all this, we will now go into. Rafael, can you mute yourself, please? After all this, we will now go into the self-referendum, which, like I have explained, will take a lot of time. After we have conducted self-referendum, we are going to announce the result of the self-referendum conducted by the Biafra government in exile in collaboration with the de facto government. And in case you do not understand what government in exile can do, government in exile is empowered by international law to conduct election in a territory they control. They also have the power to form a political party. The power to form a political party when they have a largest control of the territory where they come from. So some of you do not know all these prerequisite requirements because you are not educated. Now, after that, when we have conducted the self-referendum and announced it, we are going to declare Biafra after that. It is only after that we are going to declare Biafra if the international community and Nigeria did not pay listening ear to the referendum we have conducted. We will declare Biafra, and by then we will have all manner of arms and ammunition you can think of to make sure we defend our land. By then, you are going to see state that will supply us with arms. We defend it, we will start pursuing. By then, let me tell you, not even a governor in your state will be, we have the guts to come and stay in the government house. By then, everywhere will work. So, my brother, please change your ways. All this, your nonsense propaganda is just something that when I look at them, sometimes I laugh. And first of all, go and read. Go to school in Italy where you are. There is possibility for you to go to school. Go and get yourself educated. Not just because you have access to computer, you can come on social media and start talking when someone else is talking. We are not made, both intellectually and otherwise. We are not made at all. Go and get yourself educated before you can come and start asking me questions. Because your question is just, as stupid as a chick is still looking for where to eat something in the dustbin. You are not qualified to ask me a question. Thank you very much. I think by now you should be able to know something how Biafra is going to come. At least if you understand the broken English I'm speaking. Thank you.
Okay, can I speak now, please?
No, you cannot speak, please. I've addressed everything you want to say. So, success.
Because success is go ahead.
After
All right, I think
after schooling him, you want to speak. You want to bring his illiteracy to speak.
I know that guy here. That guy his own illiteracy is smelling everywhere. He's an idiot. I think. Hey, can we still take more questions?
We have Alex. We have Alex in the house. Alex might have a question for the PM. Alex, show. Alex, media, please. Give him
All right. Alex, go ahead.
Nobody should ask me a question about when Biafra is coming. But I actually addressed everything. What you should do.
Yes, you have exhausted it, PM. You have exhausted that. Thank you, PM.
Alex, go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Greetings from here. I hope everybody can hear me loud and clear.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. Thank you, Prime Minister. You are doing a wonderful job. But let me ask some questions, please. PMO, please, that statement where you make by say, bring it down someone page, me, myself, don't live by it because you know why? This all thing we are doing now. Please, now meet yourself now. Can you feedback? Hello?
What I say?
Hello? I don't talk, man. Now will let me talk. What did happen?
You never ask to talk.
Go talk, man.
Ask question.
I mean, this one is not asking questions.
My question, PM, you said there will be no election in Biafra land, in Imo State. But I know that after this no election, this man, Kobu Zodima, will definitely be the governor of the state. What are you going to do about that one?
I have addressed that. He did not follow. He did not start listening to this first place, and I will not go back and start listening. I've addressed that. I've said that. I know that